During my allergy test, the doctor stopped and said, "You're reacting to something that doesn't exist in nature. I've had allergies my whole life. Pollen, dust, shellfish, the usual suspects. So when my throat started swelling randomly last month, my doctor referred me to an allergist for the full panel test. They sat me down and started pricking my back with dozens of tiny needles. Each one had a different allergen. The nurse marked them with a pen so they'd know what was what. This'll take about 20 minutes, she said. Just sit tight and try not to scratch." I nodded and pulled out my phone. 5 minutes in, I felt the itching start. Normal. Then it got worse. Way worse. My entire back felt like it was on fire. The nurse walked back in, glanced at my back, and her face went white. "Dr. Patel." Now, Dr. Patel came rushing in. He looked at my back, then looked at the nurse. "Which one is this?" She checked her chart. "All of them. Every single marker is reacting." "That's impossible." They turned me around so I could see in the mirror. My back looked like I'd been attacked by bees. Massive welts everywhere, red and swollen. Dr. Patel grabbed his chart and started reading through the allergens out loud. Pollen, dust mites, mold, cat dander, peanuts. Then he stopped mid-sentence. He leaned in closer to one specific welt. It was bigger than all the others, raised almost half an inch off my skin, and spreading fast. "What marker is that?" he asked the nurse. She checked. "That's the control." Dr. Patel froze. "The saline control?" "Yes." He looked at me like I was a science experiment gone wrong. "You're reacting to salt water. Is that bad?" "Salt water is inert. It doesn't cause allergic reactions. That's why it's the control. It's supposed to do nothing." But my back was doing the opposite of nothing. The welt kept growing. Now, it was the size of a baseball. Dr. Patel grabbed his phone and stepped into the hallway. I heard him talking fast to someone, using words I didn't understand. The nurse stayed with me, watching the welt like it might explode. "Am I dying?" "No," she said, but she didn't sound sure. Dr. Patel came back with another doctor. This one was older, maybe 60, with glasses and a serious face. "I'm Dr. Brennan. I specialize in rare immunological conditions." He looked at my back. "When did this start?" "A month ago. Random swelling. Throat, hands, face, no pattern. Any new medications? New foods? Environmental changes? Nothing. I even switched to hypoallergenic everything." Dr. Brennan pulled out a pen light and examined the welt closely. Then he did something weird. He scraped a tiny bit of fluid off the surface and put it on a glass slide. "I need to run this under a microscope." He left. Dr. Patel stayed, monitoring my vitals. The welt kept growing. Now it was the size of a grapefruit, and I could feel my skin stretching. "Should we give her an EpiPen?" the nurse asked. "Not yet. Let's see what Brennan finds first." 15 minutes later, Dr. Brennan came back. His face was completely blank. "You're reacting to something that doesn't exist in nature." I blinked. "What does that mean?" "The fluid from your reaction contains antibodies attacking a synthetic compound. Something man-made." "Like what? Plastic? Chemicals?" "No, this is different." He paused. "It's a polymer structure I've only seen once before, in a classified medical trial from 8 years ago." My stomach dropped. "Classified?" Dr. Brennan sat down. "Have you ever participated in any medical studies, clinical trials, experimental treatments?" "No, never." "What about your parents? Were you born in a hospital or—" "Wait," I stopped him. "My mom did a fertility study when she was trying to get pregnant. She mentioned it once when I was a kid. Said they paid her $5,000 to try some new treatment." Dr. Brennan's face changed. "What year?" I did the math. "About 26 years ago." He stood up immediately. "I need to make a call." He walked out again, and this time he was gone for almost an hour. When he came back, there were 2 other people with him. They weren't doctors. They were wearing suits and had federal badges clipped to their belts. "Miss Lawson," one of them said, "we need to ask you some questions." They took me to a private room, told me the fertility study my mom participated in wasn't legal, that the compound they used was experimental and never approved by the FDA, that the trial was shut down after 3 participants developed severe complications. "The compound was designed to enhance embryonic development," the agent explained, "but it bonded to the subject's DNA permanently." "You're saying I was genetically modified before I was born?" "In simple terms, yes." I sat there trying to process that. "So what happens now?" "We monitor you. The compound is unstable. Your immune system is finally recognizing it as foreign, which is why you're reacting now. Can you fix it?" They looked at each other. "We're going to try." That was 6 weeks ago. I'm writing this from a research facility in Maryland. They're running tests every day, trying to figure out how to remove something that's literally part of my DNA. Turns out I'm allergic to myself. Or more accurately, I'm allergic to whatever they turned me into before I was even born.